In this video, I just want to give some buyer's advice when thinking of buying a car from We Buy Cars, especially if it's a newer vehicle or a more expensive one or one that you're going to finance. Now, I usually buy cheap cars for cash, and the advice still applies. But recently I had to help someone look for a Prado. He wanted a Prado 150, specifically like this 2010 model here. And this specific one that currently says sale in progress at We Buy Cars was one that he looked at. And we did some research before we bought it, and that's what I want to chat to you about. Now, it's the price was 319,000 when we looked at this 2 weeks ago. It only has 163,000 kilometers on the clock, which is very little for a 2010 Prado 150. And that is why this one caught our attention. And looking at the photos, the car actually looks very good. There was one issue that I caught on the photos that worried me a bit. This scratch on the seat there, or the seat is worn there, and I've seen models with far more kilometers without any marks on the seats, and the steering wheel is a bit worn. It's just something I look for when you want to confirm the mileage. But the main thing that we wanted to look at was the service history. So if you go down, you can see here the vehicle service history says complete but due, which in my mind means it was serviced until the last due service, and the current one needs to happen now. It also has a spare key. So I told the potential buyer, to contact We Buy Cars by clicking on I'm interested, chatting the chatbot, and let the salesman contact him, and then ask for a photo of each page of the service history, because then we can confirm the mileage. And he could also then phone the Toyota dealer or whatever other dealer where this car was last serviced to confirm that the kilometers were correct. So then if you look at the condition report, okay, the first thing is this: the actual salesman came back to him and he couldn't find the service book. And then he sent an invoice, which I'll show on the screen, for the last service, which was done at some random service station for 2,500 Rand. And it just says service. There's no detail there. So obviously that's not enough. And that was the only information that was available. Then I downloaded the condition report, but immediately noticed that it says here under vehicle service history, no record, no evidences of services found. But on the app, it still says full service history, but due. And then I downloaded the report, and if we look at the report, it says 163,000 kilometers, and that is what we really want to establish. Is this the correct mileage? Let's just check under services here. There was no roadworthy relevant compliance issues, which is good, but you still have to go and inspect it. But we really just wanted to verify that the kilometers are correct and whether it has a service history or not. Because at this price, I wouldn't buy something without a service history. And because they don't show the VIN numbers on the report anymore, I looked for this photo, and there I could find the VIN number. We looked on Car Vertical, because sometimes newer cars do show up. The Car Vertical report actually said this was a Russian vehicle, or it was in Russia, and that it was a diesel. So obviously we couldn't rely on that. I wouldn't say it's anything wrong with the car specifically. That was a Car Vertical issue. And that's why I don't promote them on this channel. I've done a video on Car Vertical. You can go check that out, where I bought reports and tested them. So then I said to the buyer, phone Toyota and ask for the service history for this VIN number. And Toyota was very friendly. They came back, the customer care, and they sent a digital, like a printout of all the services. And they confirmed that this vehicle has just under 200,000 kilometers on the clock, 199,000 something. And some services were skipped. And that made me think maybe, just maybe, the services, it was the scheduled service, so they did the 200,000 service, but at 160 something. And then they said, no, this car, he phoned the previous place where this car was serviced. I can't remember what branch it was. And they said, no, this car had 199 something thousand kilometers on the clock. And he asked the salesman about this, and he never replied to him again at We Buy Cars now. And then he got hold of the buyer at We Buy Cars who bought this vehicle, and he said he'll do some digging because that doesn't sound right. And I can't remember whether he heard back from him, but by that time he's found a different one at a dealer in Pretoria and he bought it. So this is just my process when going through this, because this was in the Witbank or eMalahleni branch. It's 4 hours drive from here. So instead of driving through and getting there and you find out then that it doesn't have a service history, just do some research, get the VIN number from the report and from the photo, phone the specific dealer or the manufacturer and ask for the service history, verify it, maybe get a car vertical report, you could get lucky, and then phone the last place it was serviced to ask. The one that he actually bought in the end was 350,000 Rand for a 2010 model with 208,000 kilometers on the clock, but it had a full service history at one Toyota branch, and when he phoned the branch, they confirmed it was one owner since new, and it is up to date and the kilometers are correct. So I don't know who's going to buy this. Someone is busy buying it. I hope you're not watching this video. If you do, please let me know if it had a full service history when you got there. But anyways, that's just some advice before parting with your hard-earned cash or signing for a deal you can't get out of. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.